Salesforce Space Station.
Hello everyone, on this video, I'm going to teach you how to create a validation rule in Salesforce. So first, let's discuss the topics that we're going to run through on this video. So number one would be what is the purpose of validation rules, and number two is how to actually create one. So first, let's discuss what validation rules are. So validation rules are used to verify that the data entered by users in records meets the standards that you specify before they can save it. So this makes the data that you entered in the system more accurate. One example that we can have on this is, for example, on your contact records, you want phone numbers to be entered in a specific way. So for example, you are using a specific area code and a specific characters or length of the phone number that you wanted to be entered in the system, so that it will be accurate every time, and your salespeople or users can make a call if necessary. So to create that, let's go to setup. I'm already in setup, and then once you are here, let's go to object manager and search for the object where you want to apply the validation rule. So for the example, I'm going to apply it in the contact. So once you are here, just go to validation rules. It's at the bottom on this left pane. And then once you are here, just click on new. So the most important thing that you need to take note when creating a validation rule is that the formula that you will be using for your validation rule uses a Boolean type, data type. So it means that if the formula evaluates to true, the validation rule will be triggered and the record cannot be saved based on the current values that you have on its fields. So going back to the example that I've provided, that where we want a phone users to enter the phone number in a specific way. So I would say I would for this example, I'm going to use the Philippine phone numbers. So I'm going to add a rule name. Enter correct phone numbers, for example. And then on the Philippine phone number, we use +63, and the phone number should be 13 characters long. So that's what I'm trying to build here. So in order to build that, I'm going to use the left function. So left means that it will check the text here based on the character starting from the left. So from here, I'm going to use phone, since that's the field that I'm going to use, and then I'm going to set it to 3 since I need to check for +63. That's the area code for Philippines. +63. And then also I want it to be to have 13 characters, not more, not less. So for that, I'm going to use len function, and then phone not equal 13. And then I'm going to use the or function, so that each of this each of these parameters is triggered or is true, the validation rule will be triggered. So for example, here, if the phone number entered is not equals +63, then this will be true. So the whole formula will be true, then the validation rule will be triggered. So for this, another parameter is when the phone number is not equals, the characters of that phone number is not equals to 13, then this will be set to true. Since this or, everything will be true, and the validation rule will be triggered. So from here, you can enter the error message that the users will receive when they are saving the record with the invalid information entered on the specific field. So for example, here I'm going to just enter, please enter a correct phone number. And then here you can select if you want to post the error message on the top of the page, or you can also make it more specific, where you can add it on under the field itself that you wanted to be validated. So from here, I'm just going to click on save. So once that I say that is active, so I can test this out. So I have a contact record here that we're going to use as a test record. And then I'm going to click on edit on phone. So if you remember, the phone number should always start to +63. So this will be the correct format. So for example, I'll be using my phone number. So this should be accepted by the system. So let's try that. And save. All right, that is valid. Now let's try for negative scenarios, wherein I'm going to change this to 61, change the area code, and this should restrict me from saving this phone number. As you can see, please enter a correct phone number. That's the error message that we entered on the validation rule. Now let's try the other parameter wherein it should be always 13 characters long. So I'm going to add the +63 again, and then I'm going to add an extra number. So this will be 14 characters long and should trigger the validation rule. As you can see, it does that. So yeah, this is a working validation rule. This is a very simple one. I know the phone numbers can have like dashes and everything, but this is just to show you guys how restrictive the validation rule can get. But it could be simple as well. So for example, you have a checkbox, a field that you don't want to be ticked if another, for example, if the account name or if another pick this value has this specific value, you can also do that in the validation rule. As long as your formula evaluates to true, your validation rule will be triggered. All right. I hope that helps everyone understand how to create a validation rule. And thank you for watching this video. Catch you on the next one. Bye.
Salesforce Space Station.